What's up, everybody? Yes, indeed. You guys already know what time it is with OG, man. He's back. I don't talk about it, I stay about it. Today, we're going to touch just a little bit on hyper blood pressure, hypertension, and an incident that almost caught me a case this morning at Walmart. But first and foremost, man, I got to give a shout out to all my subscribers, my followers, everybody that's been supporting my channel, especially my channel members, man. Hey, much love and respect to every last one of you guys, man. Like I said in the past, I'm going to tell you guys today, this is a fitness channel. If you want to get started on your fitness journey, you could either DM me or email me at highpowerfitness@yahoo.com. My Instagram is high_power_fitness_. Leave me a message and mention something about fitness and I'll accept your message request, because I'm not going to accept message requests where somebody's applauding me on a workout that I do, because that just opens up the doors for individuals that maybe, them funny bunnies. I mean, it's always a chance that I got to take, because, there's a lot of funny bunnies that be viewing my channel, and they already know the game, because I put them up on game every day. Them people that try to badmouth me, talk out the side of their necks, or the people I can't label them all, because there's certain individuals that just don't comprehend, or they tune into one story of mine, so they don't understand the whole logic about what I'm speaking about. You got to go back and watch my videos from the past. It will explain and bring you up to date on current events. Let's just put it that way. Keep it simple in layman's terms. But yeah, man, I thought I was going to catch a case this morning at Walmart, and I will get to that after I speak just a little bit on high blood pressure, man. 90% of, I would say, I believe that's what it was, 90% of the people suffer with hypertension. It's related to high blood pressure, and with hypertension, man, high blood pressure, it's very common, and it can affect the brain, your eyes, and the kidneys. And I'm going to explain to you why it can affect your organs. You got to keep in mind, people, you have tens and thousands of blood vessels running through your body. And with them blood vessels, they support every organ in your body. So I'm going to give you an example why high blood pressure, hypertension can affect different parts of your body. I'm going to give you an example with hypoxia. Hypoxia is a condition that is in your lungs. It's getting a shortage of oxygen. So what it does, your body recognizes that it's being shortchanged on oxygen. So what does it do? It pumps up the blood, man. Pump it up, baby. It needs to get some oxygen to them lungs. So with that comes, hypertension. And when you develop that condition, a lot of people seek medical advice, which you should, and that's what I recommend, because they are the professionals. I'm only practicing my freedom of speech here, and I'm sharing knowledge that I've acquired, from reading the books. How accurate it is, I don't know. I could tell you the stuff that I do speak on, I've tried myself, and it worked for me, because I had somewhat high blood pressure, especially hypertension, especially when I was fucking around with that stuff, man. You guys already know what time it is with that. Gee, man, you stay hyped up on that. But anyways, that's a whole different story. But yeah, people, check with your doctor and all that, because a lot of times when they treat these conditions, it comes with very serious side effects. So I'm always looking for natural remedies to help support the central nervous system, the cardiovascular system, just your overall health in general. Because like I've said in the past, and I'm going to tell you guys today, I'm an ex-dope fiend. And it's really dangerous, I should say, for me to indulge in any type of narcotic. As you guys could see, I had posted up a short earlier about my shoulder operation. They provided me oxycodones, hydrocodones, tramadols, And I didn't take any of them. I just dealt with the pain. I dealt with the pain, and I ate correctly. I ate foods that helped with my inflammation. And it supported me through my whole thing, so I got a cabinet full of dope, man. I mean, for those of you guys, no, I can't say that. But anyways, people, yeah, so I know I went rambling on, and that's what OG does, man. Anyways, so back to this hypertension stuff. And when the doctors, right away, their quick solution is to cut back on the sodium. A lot of times what it is, what causes this, because you're deficient in, certain things, vitamin D, magnesium, potassium, that plays a really big role. People, do your research on this stuff. Don't go by what I say, or inquire with your physician, your primary doctor. They'll let you know. They're just not going to, a lot of times with doctors, they're not going to speak on stuff if they're not asked on. Why they're like that, I have no idea. The doctor this day of age isn't like the doctors like when I was growing up. A lot of them they took pride in their work. Nowadays it's just about it's a paycheck. Obviously, everybody needs a paycheck to survive. Unless you go old school and take it to living off the natural resources of the earth. But yeah, that's something else. I mean, it's all is possible. But anyways, yeah, so that high blood pressure, man, can also increase the risk of heart attack and stroke. In my opinion, two common causes of high blood pressure are low magnesium, low vitamin D, you know what I mean? But hypertension can also be the result of, like I said, hypoxia, the condition with your lungs, because when your lungs require more oxygen, and what delivers that oxygen is the blood. So it's going to create hypertension, people. Okay, so a typical treatment would be to, like I said, lower your sodium and take diuretic. Diuretic is it's a water pill, and with that diuretic, but then diuretic will also deplete potassium and magnesium, which could be in the first place why you have hypertension. I'm just speculating, people. No, keep in mind, you need to inquire with your physician. I am not a doctor, okay? So I'm just giving you education on what I've acquired, people. Okay, so yeah. We're going to get down to just taking some simple remedies, and that's what I would recommend taking because I've taken them myself. First and foremost, you're going to have to change your diet, people, because no matter how you look at it, if you eat like shit, you're going to be like shit. Basically, that's one of the rules of thumbs. The general rule of thumb that I live by still, you are what you eat, people. If you're going to eat like garbage, you're going to feel like garbage. You eat clean, you're going to be clean. You're going to be healthy, and that's, I practice this day in, day out, people. It's my lifestyle, and I do it because I enjoy helping others change their lives, and I'm enjoying life day in, day out with my family, man, because, when I was all fucked up in the head and burnt out and twacked out or tweaked out, whatever you want to call it, man, I was a monster. I almost lost my identity, man. I forgot who I was. I was saved when I got busted. Like I said in the past, man, I used to pray that I would get busted, and I was saved. Let's just put it that way, man. By my incarceration, it saved me. It made me the person who I am today. To realize, because with me and the bullshit cargo that I got, it's bullshit. It wasn't even my cup of tea. You know what I mean? And I've said it in my past videos, you know what I mean? My little homies were, on the news, on these high-speed chases, felony evadings. And they're looking at 16 months, 7 months, you know what I mean? And me, they're trying to break me off with nothing less than 7 years. So I thought to myself, man, it's either I get a life or I'm going to end up doing life. And at my age right now, you break me off with 15 years, that's like a life sentence now. Because it just is, do the math. But anyways, man, so I'm going to give you some natural remedies for hypertension, man. L-arginine, you can purchase that stuff. That stuff's very good for you. you know, the production of nitric oxide. Nitric oxide is what you need in your blood vessels to help support your vascular system. So when your body's depleted from it, you gotta fill it with other nutrients. Let's just put it that way. And me, like I said, I don't like to go with the pills and all that because there's usually side effects that come along with that. You know, yeah, certain pills, and I'm not going to say the names of them. They increase your nitric oxide, and but it also creates other problems. You know, side effects. So yeah, L-arginine is good. You know what I mean? Garlic is really, really good for you. Garlic has so many good benefits behind it. Start incorporating that stuff in everything that you eat. Garlic, celery, man, they got phytonutrients in there that are really good for lowering your adrenaline, especially like if you're gonna go to sleep at night. If you're having trouble sleeping at night, I would get some celery, chop it up. That's usually what I do. I'll chop up some celery and put it in with some, I'll chop it up real fine, like not four stalks, like four, you know, the stems. I'm not even sure what they call it, the stalks. And I'll chop it up real fine and I'll scramble it with, you know, some chicken and, you know, other things in there, you know, a little bit of onion and, you know, garlic and stuff like that. And I have my little spread, you know, and I go to sleep. And it helps support your sleep, you know, very much so. Like I said, it has phytonutrients in there that will support the cardiovascular system. And that's very important because, like I said, you know, not only does hypertension and, you know, high blood pressure, it will cause a stroke or even heart attacks, you know, like it will cause damage, you know, to your eyesight, you know, your brain. And, you know, it's just that's just the way it is, you know. So you got to really look into this stuff and start treating your body better. You know, this is your temple, people. But anyways, time to move on to what happened this morning, people. If you like what you hear on my channel, make sure you hit that like and subscribe. Put your notification bell and all, or either give me a thumbs up or thumbs down, you know. And if you want to get with it on the fitness, you know, shoot me that DM on my Instagram or email me at highpowerfitness@yahoo.com. There ain't nothing to it but to do it, baby. You can't talk about it, you just got to be about it. Now, we're going to get to the story. As you guys already know, I get up in the morning, I bust down, do my burpees just to get my blood flowing. That's what I do. I don't require everybody in my team to do that. A lot of my team members like to follow suit. They like to do exactly what I do because they're trying to acquire that. Well, they're acquiring the look that I've gotten. They like the look that I carry around every day. You know, no, I'm not no bodybuilder, but I'm in the best shape of my life, people. You know, I get guys that comment, oh yeah, I was at 180 pounds, 8% body fat. You know, I didn't want to toot my own horn, G, but I'm probably at that right now myself. And I'm 54 years old, baby. Tomorrow I'll be 54. Tune in tomorrow. I'm going to do a 54 pump burpee for you guys. I have a 64 pump, but I'm going to break it down to a 54 pump. And then I'll say, how you like me now? 54, baby? Doing that. Shit, nothing to it, baby, but to do it. Well, anyways, yes, OG rambled on again. So anyways, this morning, get down, bust down, do my thing. Have my second meal because my second meal is at 3:30. My first meal is at 3:30 in the morning. You know, my second meal is at 7:30 in the morning. Boom, bounce. Got to go hit Walmart, baby. That's it's like a part of my program. And the reason I hit it so much is because, you know, I like to buy fresh vegetables on the daily, you know, because a lot of times I've learned in the past when I buy in bulk, there may be an event that pops up and I got to bounce. So the vegetables, they end up going, you know, getting wilted. And I don't like my stuff to be wilted, you know, the leafy greens and all that. I like that shit to be crispy. So anyways, get to Walmart, do our thing. Me, the wife, we stroll through there all the time, you know, and do my run. I always go by the cake section because I am a junk food fanatic, and I tell you guys, hey, I miss you guys. You know what I mean? Hey, shoo. Tomorrow I'm gonna have my cake though, straight up, diner cake, custom one. So, anyways, yeah, go through Walmart, doing our shopping, and as we're shopping, you know, my wife happens to notice an individual reckless eyeballing me, right? So me, I'm always on my P's and Q's, you know what I mean? But a lot of times I don't pay much attention to them because, I'm watching them watch me. That's just something I picked up in the joint, and it's something that I live with on a daily. People, I stay on my game, you know what I mean? I ain't gonna get caught slipping, and if I do, hey, I deserve it. But anyway, so yeah, an individual was reckless eyeballing a little bit too much, you know what I mean? But I paid it no mind. I'm aware of it, and my wife was doing her thing. So we're doing our shopping. We're going up and down the aisles. And me, I like to read the back of the labels. Like I say, I always emphasize for you guys to look at the back of the labels because not everything that is promoted on them labels is actually really good for you. They supplement shit with synthetic stuff, and it's worse for your body. Why? Because your body does not know how to identify it. So anyways, yeah, we go up and down, and I'm going to fast forward on this, going up and down the aisles, and this individual is just popping up everywhere, right? And this individual, he looked like he's, let's just put it this way, he kind of, his dress attire was similar to the uniform I used to wear when I was a youngster growing up, right? So he looked kind of like a low-key gangbanger. But this day of age, people, it's a trend, Hey, I appreciate that, man. But, back in our day, we, it was an honor to wear something like that. We put in the work to earn that, I know at the beginning I used to frown upon people dressing like that, but it is what it is, you know what I mean? Hey, tip my hat to you guys, man. If the Japanese from over there, the homies Japanese are doing it, shit, why can't our own gente do it, Hey, it is what it is. Keep on pushing our culture, baby, And, well, anyways, yes, I know I went rambling. So anyways, I noticed this individual pulling up on more aisles, right? So I tell my wife, you know what, baby, go over here. I'm gonna go this way and see what's up, because so anyways, I went down to the I don't know what department you would call it, right there where they have the dishes and the irons and the knives and all that stuff. So I led this individual down over there, right? And sure enough, he's following me. So I'm thinking, what's up with this fool? This fool, he's gonna get got right now. I'm gonna get this motherfucker. I'm gonna run something up in him, because I don't know what he has. You know what I mean? He might have a fusca on him. I have no idea. Especially with all these no-name faces that come out here woofing, I really don't know who these people are. That's why a lot of times I don't entertain them, because them Fruit Loops out here behind that screen with no face woofing, they may have, something wrong with them, a sickness, And but anyways, yeah. So I brought this individual down an aisle with me, and I seen him standing kind of like at the edge, right? So I went to the kitchenware. I grabbed me one of these porcelain knives, and I pulled that motherfucker out the thing. It was just a little one, right? These things are razor sharp, man. Razor sharp. If you guys are looking for a good knife, then porcelain knives from Walmart, ooh-wee, like a razor blade. So anyways, I went and grabbed that, right? Pulled it out, put it, concealed it. And I noticed this individual, right? So I walked up to him, and I rushed up to him. What's up, my boy? What the fuck, man? You got a motherfucking problem? And I was gonna book this fool. Why? Because the gangster that's still in me, that is dormant, still lives in me. It's always gonna be there. And that's why I say, people, it's very dangerous for individuals that grew up, such as myself, the way we did, our lifestyle, because we've been through so much. We go from 80 to 100 like this, when the average person goes from 0 to 100. We're at our rage in an instant. So I'm grateful that I didn't take off on this fool, because when he spoke up and he started speaking with me, conversing with me, it was obvious he suffered with mental illness. So I was just seconds away from catching a case. I'm glad it didn't. And for those of you that are out there, man, and the reason why he was following me is because he recognized me from from Instagram. And if you ever recognize anybody from Instagram, man, go and approach that individual. As far as myself, I'm no different than anybody. I'm just a person out here putting up content. I'm equal to everybody. I never will ever think that I'm better than anybody. I don't care how big my following is on Instagram or that my channel on YouTube is growing. I will always be that same person, man. I got love and respect for every individual out there that gives me that respect in return, you know. But I was that close to catching a case, man. I'm blessed that I didn't react in my old ways, and I believe the reason why, man, is because there's so many cameras nowadays, you know. So you got to be very careful on everything that you do in life. And this individual, like I said, man, he suffered with mental illness. You know, he was a kid in a man's body. We chopped it up, you know what I mean? And I shook his hand. And I would have taken a picture with him, but my wife wasn't around because, as you guys know, my wife is my photographer. She does everything for me. She's the backbone of this of my program. You know, she supports me 100%. You know, but yeah, I just thought I would touch on that, people. You know, if you ever see anybody out here on Instagram, out there in the streets, and you recognize them from Instagram, and if you're one of them persons that, admire that person, let's just say that, because I'm not gonna say the fan shit, because I don't have fans, man. I just have people that support me. You know, I'm just like you. Just come up, chop it up, man. I chop it up with anybody. I don't give a fuck what color, what race you are, how you identify as. You could be he, she, we, be, or whatever they call that stuff. You come at me with respect, you'll get that full respect in return. You know what I mean? Like I said, I have love for the human life, period, man. You know. So with that being said, people, I'm gonna bring this to an end. But man, it's a dangerous situation that I almost put myself in, man. Thank God I didn't, because I wouldn't be here telling you guys this story right now. Well, anyways, if you're seeing this, youngster, much love and respect to you. You already know, man. Keep doing your thing. Be positive. Keep striving. Life is good. Life is good. Well, anyways, with that being said, if you want to get on my team, my fitness team, email me at highpowerfitness@yahoo.com. There ain't nothing to it but to do it. Or DM me on my Instagram. Now get up and get yours. Let's do this.